Welcome back, my fellow gamers. It is your boy Ultraft here with another video, and today I'm gonna be answering your questions. Let's see how it goes. I'll wait a little bit for people to come on, give me their best questions, and let's see what they ask. Um, the goal for today is to see deep questions in the chat, which I hope that's possible. Sure hope it's possible. Okay, so we got one person already. Or that could be me. That could be me. Typically, I think it counts you sometimes. I'm not totally for sure. Okay, he's gone. Alright, so it totally wasn't me who was on that. Um. So, anyways, uh, thank you for the 143 subscribers. That is insane, bro. I mean, I did this channel as a joke, and like, look at me now. Look at me now. We are definitely growing. We're expanding faster than I originally thought, or after like 6 months. Because originally, I kind of had like really high hopes and impossible. And the whole idea that I was making was very impossible. I was like, okay, first 3 months, 1,000 subscribers. That's not how it works. Not at all. It's very slow and methodical. Got to make the best videos for your viewers. It's a lot. But when you find something that works, you go with it. Like the Turbo Dismount series. I love doing that series. And I'm sad that I had to go. But there might be a little surprise coming on the second anniversary of the channel. On that day, I might be saying some stuff about Turbo Dismount coming back. Maybe. I know it's kind of a hit. I mean, we got one that like has like I don't even think I'm on my phone. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. So 143 subscribers. But let's see. The last Turbo Dismount video, I feel like it's more of a steady decrease of views, which is okay because like after 10 Turbo Dismount videos, I mean I would say people would stop coming back because like there's like you start getting like this like feeling like every time you watch something it's gonna be exactly like the last. It's gonna have the exact same quality, which it does for the most part, but I feel that if we had the same people who watched Turbo Dismount 7, if everyone there came and watched the finale, we would be like 8.8k views. You know, and that's insane. And if people came from Turbo Dismount 6 to that one, we'd be maybe 9k views, which would be very insane. But I see this steady decline, which is okay. I mean, I don't always like after I watch a series for long enough, I'll just stop. You know? And most of these series are a lot longer than the Turbo Dismount series, but as a small YouTuber, it's still kind of expected. And then the times that I made music, I didn't actually expect it to do as well as it did. I don't really go by likes because I feel like people even watching it is a big deal because typically you have to go through an ad to watch it. And that takes some dedication. I do not like ads, and nor does anyone. So just seeing any view is quite a bit. But yeah. One thing that I am very surprised by on this channel is how good Slither.io did. At like a really old game, and I kind of brought it back, like not for the world, but for at least my subscribers, I brought it back. Something that they might have not played in a long time. I brought it back, and 1,000 people watched it, which is insane. I mean, most houses I don't think can fit 1,000 people. Like, think about your house and think about 1,000 people in there. It'd probably go outside, unless like you have like one of those 3-floor houses, which probably wouldn't even get close to 1,000 still. Like, that's how big this number is. And what really shocks me is that I feel like when we watch bigger YouTubers, we see that number as like, okay, this is normal. Like, let's say someone got like 1 million views. Like, okay, well, he might be doing worse or better sometimes, but typically it'd be worse for one of those bigger YouTubers. And you see 1 million, and it's like, okay, he's doing worse than usual. Well, you don't get how big 1 million is, unless you do, which you most of you should know how big 1 million is. And that probably wouldn't even fill, like, I don't know, it would fill over 50 houses. That's how big. Like 3-floor houses, like 50 of those. Over 50. That's how much 1 million is. Could be 100. Like, that's how big 1 million is. And even for me, at like 8.7K views and 8.9K, that's still a lot. It's an extreme amount. But my Smashy Road series, which I started out... Oh, did I really name it wrong? Oh, that would really suck. Oh, no, yeah. It started off with 19 views, and then the next video, which was, I don't know, about like a month or two later, got about 122 views. That is a lot of views. It is extreme. And yeah. And then Turbo Dismount 3. Where is it? I've made so many videos. It's insane. Got 105 views, which is a little less than the last one, but it's still pretty good. And then we got this new one that I'm currently posting right now. Brand new. Turbo Dismount, or not Turbo, Smashy Road 4. And this one, it could be the best one. I definitely did skip out a little bit on the editing. Kind of did a little simple because I didn't really want to get... It's a Smashy Road video. It didn't need all that editing. But you should still check it out. You should still check that out because it was still a really good video despite having less editing. Not than usual, but less editing than most people would care to watch. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't watch it because I got to the Alien part twice, and I did 3 rounds, which the first round was kind of a flop. And I won't tell you the exact details of it, but the only way you know these details is if you watch the video, which is what you should do. Let's pump up the Smashy Road views back to what it was in Smashy Road number 2. And then 2 weeks ago, I showed off my Xbox Minecraft city. I don't know why I said Xbox with that, but that's just what I play on for this world. My original world, I played Pocket Edition, which kind of embarrassed, but I don't have a PC, and I'm just trying to... My goal is I want everything to be self-sufficient from this channel. And if it means being a mobile gamer till then, I would be fine with that. I would be completely fine with that. And it looks like we got 1 viewer. If you have any questions, or maybe I turned off chat and maybe you can't, but you should try, ask any deep question. Any deep question you want. Okay, now he's gone. Oh, that's chill. And then something that I felt like could have done a little better was my second Battle of Polytopia video. Now, granted, I didn't really put up the most interesting title, but it's still worth a watch because I went really aggressive and I ended up losing, which is typical me. And that's what happened in my other one from a month ago. Now, granted, this got 70 views. Well, this one only got 24. Now, I feel it is kind of funny to see exponential dip. I think it's kind of like funny to see how people work like that. And it's really interesting. But apart from that, I feel like everything on the channel is good. Except for that video that was titled The Tanks Have Returned. This is Pocket Tanks, which is a really old game. It's on the App Store. You should play it. It's completely free. Unless you want to get some of the other packs. I don't know what you'd call it. Like, what kind of game this would be, like, kind of like, you know? But it's basically like Tank Stars, I guess. But more like on the retro side. But that's just what I got on news with the channel. Some exciting things. I finally kept my promise from the 1-year anniversary video, which was to make some VR videos. Now, granted, I'm trying to make another one soon. And if someone decided to come on, I would give them the choice on what VR game I should play. Now, granted, if it is on my list, I'll say try a different one. I'm not doing Beat Saber because I made a Beat Saber video during the beginning of my YouTube career, and it got copyright striked. Now, granted, the most that they can do to me is ban me. I wasn't making money, and I'm still not making money. Isn't that big of a deal, but I still don't want to do it. Because even if I started getting money, I do not want to give it to someone else. That is my hard-earned money. So yeah, that's just my opinion on things. So that's why I choose some of the more generic music. I could definitely go to YouTube, find some non-copyrighted music, play that, screen record that, put that into the video, audio-wise, and that could work. And that's what I was kind of expecting to do for the Smash Your Road video. I decided not to because there's some good pics for the Smash Your Road video that the editing app already had installed. Yeah, that's what I got for right now. I don't think this is a deep questions live stream. I think it's going to be more of a news live stream, which I'm going to have to change the name of that if that's true. But, I mean, for a news live stream, this is going quite well. I like it. I like live streaming, especially when there's people on, because it's like there's a certain aura that you get. It's not like, okay, I'm going to film this video here, I'm going to edit it, which I'm not going to do for this live stream. I don't edit my live streams. Because that would probably take too much time, and I don't want to go through YouTube editing because I like editing softwares better. Now, granted, just one thing that I was kind of wanting for YouTube, something that I'd been wanting, was an editing software already on it, so that when I decide to make it, there's better editing. It's like a whole editing app inside of YouTube, and that would be insane. If they make it user friendly, even better. Right now, it's kind of confusing and a little bit not there. That's just my opinion on things. I have lots of opinions, and I don't think any of you want to hear them. Now, granted, I don't know what to say. I'm definitely thinking about making a video with airsoft. I have an electric one that I forgot what it looks like because I haven't pulled it out in a while. But I have an airsoft target which I can shoot at, and I feel like that would be kind of an interesting video just to make. And it's got a load of attachments. like a silencer, even though airsoft is significantly more quiet than a handgun or any rifle. So I don't know why you'd need a silencer, but sometimes it's just for the looks. I also have a spring pistol. I haven't really gotten to airsoft as a hobby, but I mean, it's still kind of a fun thing to mess around with. And then I got an even better idea. Now, this one I made like a long time ago. I was just sitting in my room. I was like, I wonder if this would get views. Now, granted, I would need some confirmation on this because I don't feel like getting shot by airsoft. Like, I'm not wearing jeans or anything. I'm going to be like wearing shorts, t-shirt. I'm going to have someone shoot at me with an airsoft gun. And my challenge is not to flinch, which doesn't hurt too terribly bad. It just feels more like a sting. I do not like pain. Nobody does, but I am more sensitive to pain. So yeah, that'd be kind of a challenge I've been wanting to do. I feel like it'd get a lot of views. I got shot with an airsoft gun 100 times. Like something like that. Something like that would be pretty cool. I'd watch that. I mean, it's definitely not like anything powerful in the airsoft section of things, but it's still there. And it would probably still hurt quite a bit. So that'd be one of those things that if I was looking to get some views, I would do. I don't really want to make this too long if I'm not going to get any viewers. And, as a small YouTuber, you don't really expect to get viewers. Or you shouldn't, at least. As, like, someone where I am. Unless you got, like, some, like, hyper-loyal fan base. Which I don't think anyone does. And even if there was, for anyone that's my size, I feel that we would never see them. Now, I've had a few more ideas involving some more going back to some survival series. But the thing is, my device is broken and it's gonna cost a lot to repair. So making a survival series would be extremely tough. And I don't feel like voiceovering a video that I made screencasting my Xbox. I don't feel like, because I feel like if you do voiceovers on any video, kind of just makes it kind of stupid. Unless it's a Minecraft video where you're building stuff. I get it. You don't want to talk while you're building. I wouldn't either. So voiceover doing that's like the only appropriate, like building like something massive, or like doing some raids and stuff. Anything that like would be tedious, I wouldn't talk through either. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. That's just my opinion. You probably have your own. Now, I have been thinking about this other idea. And I was wanting to make the most boring video. I don't know if this would be any good, but I would make the most boring video, like this, like terribly boring video. And I would make another video where I'm editing this boring video into something that's not so boring. Like putting like all my editing skills, which I don't have too much of, but I have enough to get me through. I feel like that'd be good. Making videos on me editing a video. And maybe teaching someone how to edit a little bit along the way. I mean, especially for being new, I was at this spot where I was super new to editing. And my very first video had no editing in it whatsoever. And I don't think I got like editing some real stuff until later throughout my career. It may have been the second video. I think it was that I started doing a little bit of editing, but nothing too fancy. I mean, even now I'm not doing anything too fancy because unless I know I'm gonna get a lot of views for it, I don't want to put too much time into it. And that's just how I think. Like, if I'm not gonna get if it's not gonna blow up, then I'm not gonna put like absolutely all my time into it. But where my morals are kind of tipping is for that most boring video, because I feel like it could have the potential to make so many views, and then me editing that editing video, I feel like honestly it'd be kind of cool, like just making like 3 or 4 videos where I make this extremely boring video and something like wild and magical. Now, granted, I don't think it'll be wild or magical to YouTube standards, but it will be wild and magical for my channel, which is all I'm looking for. And those are kind of my ideas for the future. If you like these ideas, you can put down in the comments. Say whatever. You like it or you don't. I'm probably gonna do that most boring video, and I'm probably gonna do the airsoft shooting one. I don't want to get shot unless I know 100% that I'm gonna get a lot of views from that, because that will hurt a lot, especially if it's 100. Like, it's not like mag dumping 100 BBs into you, but it's definitely gonna be like shooting 100 times, which will take a while, and it will not feel good. Which is why I kind of want to do it, just for the views, because people do a lot of stupid things and they get a lot of views. That's just kind of my reasoning for doing it. And with the VR video, since there's nobody here who would actually pick a good VR game, I have a few ideas. One of them is Gun Club VR, which is fun. I'm pretty good with most of the guns there. I mean, I could probably snipe pretty well with a pistol. I haven't played it in a long time, but I'm sure I can. I'm sure I'm not that terribly rusty. And then another good game that I've been thinking about playing is Population 1. That's an extremely good game. Now, granted, the whole video itself would probably be a 30-minute video, which is something I don't want, because I don't want it to look like I put less editing than was needed. But yeah, those are just my ideas. Hope you like the stream. Hit that like and subscribe button if you like any of the videos, like this one or any of them. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you later.